Going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Defense showing blitz. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On third down, Roethlisberger. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. One receiver left, 2 to the right. After the interception, here's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 20. Out the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call it.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. He may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Ben to throw again. A screen to Bell. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Back onto the field.
Question, and we would have seen how Atlanta would have had to handle that.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 43 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is... So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because whoever's standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Second down following the incompletion. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete as well. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Boswell's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Out here in the eye. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. First and goal here from the 9. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Beat these two. Here we go.
2nd and goal now from the 8. They'll try again with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their big tight end, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's going to right. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 42 yards speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Six yards to go here on second down. On second down, Ryan. That is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the offense moving quickly. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching.
Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is no good. Get away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll be first down Atlanta. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 56 yards.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be red on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is Bell on the dump off. He won't go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. And
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back out of the...
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Time right. Dad, blue 30. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. His throw incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Ben to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Big Ben going to take it himself. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when it comes to quarterback sneaks, Big Ben may be the toughest to bring down in terms of pure strength.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Time to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, partners, you and I were discussing off-air, parity has reigned supreme this year in the NFL. Maybe too supreme, 2 ties back-to-back weeks. Only the 2nd time that's happened in league history.
It is an oddity, but maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. You know, going into Week 8, the NFL had 80 games played already. They were within a touchdown score in the 4th quarter. So games have been close all the way through. Now we get the ties. We could add a 3rd tie because Oakland and Tampa Bay, the winning score came under 2 minutes left in overtime.
Here's the option going right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
On 2nd down, Ryan finding time. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. It's Coleman here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Get up!
Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. They juked him. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield instead.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
What a game we've watched here.
It's been fun. Here's Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution.
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Lead. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th-quarter lead grows by a couple more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 61 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll go again with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
First and 15 here behind the chains. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this one caught by Coates. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll loop. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And how about this, a fake? And Davis has it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Rodgers to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw, Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners.